Hello everybody. Just thought I'd start a new hobby vlog. I've just started the British Airborne for bolt action. So I thought I'd keep you all up to date with it. I've done a lot of research into this and I kind of felt a little bit bad when I was doing the Russians that I didn't put a lot of emphasis on, not that historical accuracy matters, I didn't put a lot of research into it until after and realised there was a lot of things I could have changed. So I've retconned that for the British, being British and all. So we go to the Armies of Great Britain book, and you've got this lovely little theatre selector here. This isn't the one I've used, but this was the first one that made me think, this is a pretty interesting list. You don't get any tanks, and everything has to go as veteran. I thought that was pretty good. But then I found in the Market Garden book, found the page. Right, I found this lovely list for an reinforced British Air Landing Platoon. So this is very, very tasty indeed. You get the bog standard first or second lieutenant with an air landing rifle section, which we'll go over next. Then you've got the standard captain and a major, medic, 1 to 2 artillery observers. Of course, the first one is free, the second one is not. Then you can have up to 2 more rifle sections, 1 Piat team. Very interestingly, you can either have a light mortar or swap that light mortar out for a Piat. Personally, probably take a Piat over that. You've got a very interesting one here of air landing section, which will also be covered in a moment. You get 2 mortars, medium mortars being the backbone of pretty much every list I've come across so far playing bolt action. Medium machine gun teams, not that great in bolt action, but get 2 sniper teams, which is very interesting. And also the thing that absolutely set my sights on an air landing list is the 2 anti-tank options. So I could either have 2 17-pounders or 2 6-pounders or 2 light howitzers. Now a light howitzer, in my opinion, is very underrated in a game of bolt action. You don't get a spotter like a medium mortar, but you can just shoot it straight at stuff, and it's brilliant. Of course, no armoured cars, no tanks, but then you get up to 4 jeeps. You can use them as tows for the anti-tank guns and the howitzers, and then a couple of cut-down Morrises for the 17-pounders. Which, yeah, I once I'd read this is how I was building my British Paras. So let's find out what a rifle section is in an air landing section. So we turn the page. So it's little squads. It'll be, you can have it up to an 8-man squad. Bog standard rules for all these stuff. You know, take a light machine gun, maybe give an anti-tank grenades, all that sort of stuff. I quite like it. But then you've got the air landing section, scout section, which I really want to use. I can't wait to use them. So it's a 4-man squad, 1 NCO and 4 chaps, all armed with SMGs. We can have up to 2 soldiers may take light machine guns for 20 points each, with the other guy becoming a loader. Now that's all right until you read the section underneath, where it says scouting section can be deployed in the same way as snipers and spotters and observers, which means when you're in the deployment phase, they start hidden on the board, which is, yeah, brilliant, because 2 light machine guns, they're just going to be really horrible to come up against when you're trying to cross the board, especially if you're playing an objective-based game. Right, so we've got a nice bit of artwork there of an air landing section. There we go. So we've decided on the list. I've already built all this and it's all primed and ready to go, apart from some Jeeps. But so I wanted to be a bit more accurate with the markings and numbering and all that sort of stuff, which if you've ever done the British, you know is incredibly hard and complex and very, very mind-boggling. But once you've got your head around it, it's all good. But I would recommend this book that was recommended to me by Steve Woodbridge, and that is The British Soldier. This has helped me no end, especially when you come to your vehicle markings. Now, I might do another vehicle marking one in the future, because I'm planning on doing the 30 core out of the section out of that book as well, so I'll probably cover it a bit more then. But air landing section, so I needed to know what I wanted to do. So there's a junior air landing section there, 2nd Air Landing Battalion. So you'll get your little transfers with your vehicles, or you can order separate ones or what have you, and you just try and decipher this as best you can. So if I'm doing an air landing one, it'd be one of these here. I think I've seen that one, particularly in the Bren carriers, in with the Bren carriers. So I know I've got 69, and yeah, so you just go along here. It looks a lot of work. It is a lot of work to decipher what you're doing, but I know if I've got a 69, 68 or a 67 on it, I can't go wrong. I'll probably run out of those because I've only got 2 transfer sheets. But if you've got any number 41s with cobalt blue and green, it's an air landing reconnaissance. So then you've got your 2nd, I believe that's your scouting section, is green, and then this is your main force here in red. Is the artillery section, the engineers. I can't remember what that one is now. Yeah, so it's all been quite complicated. It's lovely to have this book because it has absolutely everything you could imagine you need, question-wise. But yeah, so I should be finishing within the next couple of days or so, or a day or so, hopefully, depending on how today goes. A couple of more videos. I should have my first section, which will be it'll be 2 sections of the Scouts. So and some other videos for you. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed. I've tried not to ramble. Tried to keep it within 10 minutes, which I hope I have, although I'm rambling now. So I'll try and post a video every time I do every time I finish something, really, show you what it's like. So yeah, thank you very much, and see you soon.